So in the interest of time, this is the content I will share. Everyone who has registered, hopefully you left your email address. You will get this presentation with all the content in case I jump some of the things. So basically, I want to focus, my job as a consultant is to push people from being good to outstanding providers, both in Ofsted and CQC. So the aim is to go through what it takes to get outstanding, why the policies are important, the key questions being asked, example of outstanding organizations, and the 7 steps which you can take from today, and the common pitfalls in regarding policies and procedures. And then I will have a question and answer at the end, and hopefully I'll be clear enough for you not to have any questions. Right. I just want you to tell me, what are you seeing there? You are seeing, some are seeing stones, some are seeing diamonds. Okay? Right. I will quickly go to the next stage. You all said you are seeing diamonds. But the question is, how are diamonds made? I'm not going to be taking you into the Australian history of how diamonds are made and educate you. But it's an illustration which I want you to understand. By the time you see this blue thing, diamond would have gone through those processes. Deep is pressure. When there is pressure, the temperature rises. When the temperature rises for a diamond to form, what you need is time. This is exactly what we face if you want to be a diamond. Why diamond is so expensive? Why is it? It is the process and how rare it is which makes and gives it its value. So if you understand within the healthcare sector, for you to be a diamond, you need obviously a life here, that is the earth. You need to work under pressure. If you think you have got problems and you think your daily things which you are doing every day are a problem, you are missing it. It's part and parcel of building you up, that pressure. But diamond is not created over 10, 15 minutes. It takes time. So as a provider, as a student, as a learner, as an insurer, as a trainer, you need to go through time under pressure for you to produce the best. Are we together? So when we talk about Ofsted, I don't want to teach. Sorry, when we talk about CQC, I wouldn't want to go into details. There are categories which are slightly different from Ofsted for rating. But there's outstanding, there's good, requires improvement, inadequate. And obviously, if you are not rated, it is still a disadvantage. If you are not rated, you never have the opportunity to get into contracts, into frameworks. We have been talking yesterday evening, because we came yesterday over dinner, talking to people about the effects of not being rated, and all that affects how you as an organization can achieve your outstanding. My topic is talking about policies and procedures, but our aim is to move you as a provider from inadequate. You can never be rated from inadequate and jump straight to outstanding. It's inadequate, requires improvement, good. When you are under that second last point I talked about, time. For you to get outstanding in your processes, you need what they called sustained. It's not that you are outstanding just today. You have got good process today, good policies today, then you are outstanding. It's time. Okay. So when you understand these ratings, the reality now, I will quickly go through so that we 3 to 4% of adult social care providers. At the moment, who knows how many providers are in health and social care? Children, everything. How many? The whole country. Let's be interactive. How many? Just guess.
8,000 for adults and children 3,000.
8,000 for adults. Any other guess? We have got about 23,000 registered providers in UK, regulated, and we've got more, about 5,000 to 7,000 others who are unregulated, providing supported health and social care. Of that, only 3 to 4% are rated outstanding. 3 to 4% of that are the ones who are the diamond of this world. And for you to get an outstanding, you need to have 2 outstanding in those 5 categories and 3 goods. So you can have 4 good ratings and 1 outstanding, you still remain good. You need to have 2 outstanding and 3 goods, or you can have obviously five categories of outstanding. So what we are talking about here, policies and procedures, are the backbone. 99% of the people I visit as a consultant, they've got excellent policies. Do you know what the problem is? The owners of the policies don't read them. You ask a process which is written in their policy, they cannot explain it. I was talking to my good brother yesterday, who runs a children's home. He was being inspected yesterday. And part of the process, the inspectors talk to you about what you have. For you to be the diamond, you need to have spent time under pressure, putting processes and understanding your policies. So if your policies are good and you don't know them, you are just as good as someone without policies. We provide policies ourselves. There are other companies which provide policies, but like the accountant, we are not going to implement them for you. We can write them, we can update them, we can do everything. So my message to providers, because my topic today is focused on those who are operating, but those who are not yet operating, you have got the opportunity to get it right from the beginning. Are we together? So when you have got proper policies, please spend time. You don't subcontract your responsibility about knowing your processes. If you are a business owner, I have nothing against people who delegate, but some of our business owners, they over-delegate to the point that when things go wrong, all they say, oh, it was the coordinator. It's never them. But when we go back to the policies, you see that it's them who are supposed to put systems in place. So as we go through, this is in Leicester, it's a home care agency, which was just rated this year under the new assessment framework for those who are under CQC. You can see they managed to get 2 outstandings and 3 good to overall become outstanding. This does not just happen by chance. This happens when you go through, because this is publicly available information for your own. You can take the name, go and download the report. You will see every section of the report is talking about staff knowing their policies, leaders knowing their policies. Also, families and relatives need to know, especially policies around how do we complain, how do we do this. So when inspectors come and inspect you, they'll also ask you for contact for family members. And some family members are asked and they will say, we are not aware. We don't know who to complain to. But your policy is really clear to say on assessment and commencing of a new contract, we give our new clients a complaints policy. The policy is saying so, but you are not implementing the policy. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So quality assurance is not just about having good policies. It's about having the good policies and then putting them into practice, like this particular company, which is based in Leicester. I just went onto the CQC website when I was preparing. I just took the latest. There are many. So these are one of the 3%. And there is a club called the Outstanding Society, and it's only for people with outstanding. If you are not outstanding, you can't join. Okay. So it gave me an idea that I think we also need to do an inadequate society. If you are not inadequate, you don't join. Yes. We have got also a very big difference between CQC and Ofsted. As you can see, these are figures up to 2024. They might be slightly different now. You can see in children and Ofsted regulated, outstanding is 11%, slightly higher than CQC. And you can see the ratings are a bit different as well. There is outstanding good, requires improvement to be good, and inadequate. So we can't really use the same judgment we use. The focus for Ofsted regulated provision and CQC, the focus is different. But still, you can see the diamond is 11%. For you to get into the outstanding as a children home or supported accommodation provider or schools, you only be the 11%. It's not an easy feat. It's not an easy thing. Here we are showing statistics, but being good is an expectation. That's why it's average. So if you are good, really, you can't be proud. You are doing what you are supposed to be doing. And that's what you were commissioned to do. So I see a lot of people say, yes, we are good in all areas. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Do you understand? So we want quality assurance processes which elevate you from good to outstanding. The advantage of outstanding is that sometimes business comes to you, you don't look for it. Because commissioners also do not want headache. So all you need to do, I've seen, don't set your bar too low so that you achieve it. For me, I personally was a registered manager for 14 years in my company called Ashcroft Care Service. On my 13th year, that's when I got an outstanding. It took me 13 years to get an outstanding. But once that outstanding came, I think after every year, they were using the model which I was using. If you go right now, you go on CQC and you look for Ashcroft, it has got about 16 outstanding homes. But I was the first on record. I'm talking of 2013 or so. It's a long time. The criteria might have been different then, but the CQC has not changed. I have also worked with Active Care Group, where I was a registered manager and then a responsible individual. Unfortunately, I didn't serve long enough to push to outstanding. I managed it when I joined to move them from requires improvement to be good to be good. By the time I left, they were good. And I checked yesterday, they are still rated good. So excellent, outstanding is not easy to achieve. But we need to be setting our quality assurance, our processes, to aim for outstanding. Are we together? So, right. Policies are the backbone. They are the DNA of your business. Whatever you do, people focus on looking for customers, clients, whatever you call them. But without the DNA, because they drive your business. So the first thing, if your DNA is okay, you can see, for those who did biology, the